This is your friend, Leslie in Castelnaudary. Come into my closet and I will show you all the things I love about fashion, beauty, and style. Come on in. Hello, friends. Welcome to my closet here in Castelnaudary. What you see might seem a little extravagant and outrageous, but it's actually from 20 years of collecting. I can't believe I'm saying that out loud. But the fact is that I have spent more than 20 years going to thrift stores, secondhand shops, yard sales, vintage stores to find this collection of clothing that I really enjoy and love. And you will be very delighted to hear, if you're into sustainable fashion, that 90% of my clothes and shoes are from secondhand and used stores. So I love vintage clothes. As you can see, I'm wearing a vintage Anne Klein blazer, and I do love to collect interesting pieces and pieces that are easily tailored to myself, because I am very short. I'm the size of Lady Gaga. So I really do like interesting pieces, pieces that tell a story, pieces from people that I know and I love, and supporting women and men who are into ecological fashion. And yeah, it's a fun journey. My husband was really kind and loving, and he helped me design this room. He got a local painter to restore and repair the walls, paint the walls and the ceiling, and my husband installed these gorgeous shelf racks and put them in for me. And we were able to source everything to make sure that I could fully display and store all of my beloved things that I enjoy wearing and using every day. So welcome to my closet, and I'll give you a little tour. So one of the things I love to collect is blazers. I'm a big blazer girl. I like that they're warm, they're practical, they're comfortable, and I really love interesting pieces with fringe and with different kinds of animal print and metallic finishes. I love a good vest. I love jeans, and I love jean shirts, very Ralph Lauren. And I like cozy things like sweaters. I do like eccentric kinds of outfits. I love things with interesting prints, especially with cats. I love cat prints, and we have different kinds of prints. I love those, and I love everything that seems kind of effortless. Most of the stuff I have, like I said, is secondhand and vintage, but every now and again I'll find something interesting and new, and most of the time it's not from something expensive. It could be just an LA designer, or just something in Walmart, or some kind of like store. I don't necessarily buy a lot of clothes at this point in my life. And if I do, it's got to be something that I don't have. I love a good cozy sweater. And part of that is making sure that I wash and hang dry. I don't throw a lot of things in the dryer. So that's how I'm able to keep a lot of my clothes in good condition. Again, this is from 20 years of collecting clothes and pieces. And one of the main sources over the years that I had gotten things recently was from a place in Vista, California, which was Twice on Main with Natalie. She is somebody with an impeccable eye and great taste, and she would find a lot of interesting pieces, and she would tell me to come in, and I would buy them. And so yeah, I just store all of these things, and I love mixing it up. I like fashion. I like things that are fun and interesting. Another thing that I like to collect are hats. My grandmother got me into hat collecting all these years ago, probably 25, 30 years ago. She just would take me to garage sales, and we would find hats and we would wear hats. And I love a good hat. And I learned so much about taking care of hats and keeping them clean and ironing them and keeping them nice and stiff, especially these felt hats. And I just love hats, especially when you're not having a great hair day. You can throw a hat on and it completes the outfit, it elevates it, and it moves it on. So yeah, this is the fun part of fashion, is collecting and finding things that you don't have, which is one of my hobbies. But now that I have such a full closet and not much more space, I have to be really careful about what I buy and very intentional in making sure that what I buy is something that I don't already have. and that can go with everything that I have. So it really is something that I think about, and it gives me great pleasure. Another thing that I enjoy is shoes. If you're a woman, probably who probably like collecting shoes. But one of my favorite shoe designers is a French designer named Laurence Decade. She used to work at Chanel, and then she went off on her own. Same suppliers, same kind of styles. The only difference, though, the only thing that I find that I don't like about her shoes, sorry, Laurence, is that they're very uncomfortable to walk in. So I take her shoes once I buy them, and again, they're all used secondhand. And I take them to a cobbler and I have them put an extra thick rubber sole underneath so I can walk miles in them. And I love interesting pieces. I have these with ostrich feathers on them. I got this from a vintage shop in San Francisco in the Castro district. And I love interesting pieces, go-go boots for costumes. Like I said, most of these shoes are actually used. You can find really cool pieces from anywhere, thrift stores, from festivals, from estate sales. I love finding the most interesting things. That's the fun of it, is looking and having adventure. And not only that, but talking to people who are mutually interested in good fashion, good material, good design, good cuts, and craftsmanship. So because I have so many shoes and I have more than what is shown, again, I always have to be careful about what I buy, and I have to make sure that if I'm buying something, it has to be really comfortable, high quality. And it doesn't necessarily mean it's Manolo Blahnik or anything fancy like that. It just means it's something that is going to last and that's going to be comfortable and that is going to work with multiple different kinds of styles. So, and also in this room, you'll notice that everything that I have is on wheels, because behind this door is another collection of dresses, and I have to be able to move everything around in order to locate what I want to wear. One of the things I also enjoy collecting and getting gifts from people is perfume. It actually really began when I had a serious case of postpartum depression with my daughter, and I had learned that smell can actually increase your mood. So I had a bottle of Clinique Happy, and I would put that on when I didn't feel great, and I would smell it and say, when I smell this, I feel happy. And it really did help me. And so I find that sense really elevates my mood and kind of puts on an energy and puts on a feeling that I can do anything. So I do have quite a collection. A lot of these are gifts from people, a lot from my husband and a lot from friends and family, and a few that I bought myself. But over the years, people give me perfume, and I enjoy wearing it. And I have so much perfume. I actually sprayed around the whole house, and a lot of people say my house smells really, really good. But I just feel, you know what? You're going to have all this perfume, might as well use it. So I use it for my house. Another thing that I have is some autograph records here, and one of them is from my friend Jory Janai from Emergency Tiara. I love you. She is so talented. She herself is a fashion icon. She has an impeccable, amazing voice, and through her, I've made some great friends. And I put this here because she's watching over me, and I find her to be very, very inspiring in my life. So she is somebody that I like to think of when it comes to dreaming big and living your best life. And here is a photo of me and my mom. And I just keep that here, and a little memory, something she gave me when I was a kid, and a little note from my kids that says, "Dear Mom, we love you, love me." And that is from my daughter. So yeah, I just really like to display everything and have it really nice, because again, this is from so many years of collecting, and it kind of, in a weird way, takes me back to moments in my life, high points, low points, and moments of overcoming, and how I felt, and loving myself through all of that, and going through life. So this here is what I call my beauty room. My husband put this in for me. He supports my beauty. I also have underneath this desk a air filter. So every day it's on an automatic timer, and it filtrates the air in this room. A lot of people don't realize that when you store clothes, it is aging, it is decaying. So what that actually does is keeps the air clean, and with a UV filter, it kills any bacteria. So this room smells really good and clean and fresh every day. And what I actually have is a bunch of different tools. I give myself my own facials. I do RF. If you don't know what that is, radio frequency, I do that as well. And I wax my own eyebrows, tweeze and do all the things. And I give myself just a moment of self-care. And I love to listen to podcasts here. I love to listen to YouTube. And I just like to reflect and think about all the things that are good and beautiful in life. I do listen to a lot of like philosophical audiobooks and just kind of reflect on good things. So yeah, most of the stuff that I have here is just skincare. I can show you, I only have one tray of makeup. I actually don't wear that much anymore. I used to love putting it on. Like I used to wear as much as Jeffree Star, if you're familiar with that YouTuber. But now I only put on a little bit. As I have gotten older, I focus more on skincare. And as I had lost 36 pounds, I really focused on my musculature and keeping my face young through exercise, drinking water, taking my vitamins. So I only put on a little bit of blush, a little bit of lipstick. You can hear my daughter laughing. And that's about it. I don't really wear that much makeup anymore. And also, I just don't want to spend more than 5 minutes doing it because I'd rather spend 40 minutes working out rather than doing makeup. So what's really cool is this is a lighted mirror. It also has like sound. My husband put that in for me. And most of the stuff that I have is just skincare products. I have a little fridge underneath here. And I just keep my masks and my serums and all my things. And the reason why I do that is so that way it's fresh and also it lasts longer. You make an investment and you're buying skincare products, you want them to last more than their expiration date. So that's the reason why I do that. So yeah, all my tools are here. Again, this is many years of collecting, and having a beautiful closet does not have to be expensive. A little bit here, a little bit there, over the years, curating it, keeping things that you really, really love that make you feel beautiful and make you feel joyful, and enjoying that. So I have one more little section to show you before all of this is over. So this is my purse collection. I don't really have that many purses, I would say. I like interesting things. I love Marc Jacobs purses. I like the structure. I like the thing. I like Coach as well, and fanny packs as a mom. I really do like interesting things. I got this in Cancun. But honestly, I don't really wear that much purses anymore. I kind of put things in pockets, and then I just keep kind of my socks in this drawer, socks and pantyhose and those kinds of things. But I want to leave you with a tip. There's two things I want to leave you. One of them is when you wash really nice clothes that are not dry clean only, wash them in the delicate cycle and then air dry them. Don't wash your clothes and then put them in the dryer. It will ruin your clothes. So if you are, take your time and air dry your stuff. And sometimes you have to air dry it flat. And if you have clothes that you need to dry clean them. But you can wear them a few times before you dry clean. The other thing that I will leave you as a tip is that you really want a very good steam iron. I rarely ever iron my clothes. I just use a nice steam iron. There's benefits to it. It keeps your clothes clean, helps kill the bacteria in there. I like this one from Calor. I've had others, and this is my all-time favorite, Calor steamer. This gets super hot. You can use this on drapes, and you can use it on your pants. You can use it on your blouses. You can use it to clean, spot clean with enough steam. And I just like this tool. This is not an ad. It's just my tip for keeping your investment for a very long time. So I hope you enjoyed my closet tour. This is a labor of love, and it's one of the first things that we did when we moved here to this new home in Castelnaudary because there's so much to store. And if you love clothes as much as I do, then you'll want to take care of them and treasure them. And if you do care about Mother Earth and sustainability, I do recommend buying your clothes secondhand if you can. And if you do find something firsthand, make sure that it fits you, that you get it tailored to your size, and that you keep it for many years and you treasure what you have and take care of all the good things that you have in your life. So thanks for joining me on this closet tour. I'm Leslie Juvin-Acker, your friend, Leslie in Castelnaudary.